Hey everyone, hope you're all doing great. In today's episode, we're going to take a little bit of a look back to see where this garden kind of has been through the years. Believe it or not, this beautiful pollinator garden, which is drought tolerant by the way, which is buzzing with bees and hummingbirds and butterflies and everything else in between. This beautiful garden actually started out as a water-thirsty lawn. When I first got hired here years ago, this was a lawn. It'd get watered even during the rain, and watered and watered and watered and mowed and watered, and it was insane. So we actually did a huge renovation. I know a lot of folks at home are kind of switching to drought tolerant landscaping. This is a great example of that. So if you're curious to learn more about how to convert your water thirsty lawn into a beautiful pollinator garden that is drought tolerant and drought friendly and is a landscape that can survive on low amounts of water input, then you stick around because I think you're going to like this episode. So let's first take a look back at what this garden looked like, so that way we can talk about how we did it and what we're going to look forward to. So as you saw, this garden has come a long way from its origin as a lawn, as a typical turf area that didn't utilize all that much water, but now it is teeming with life. Like I said, this is a beautiful pollinator garden. We've got salvia, we've got some Spanish lavender, there's some milkweed right there. I'm walking under the shade of our crepe myrtles, our dynamite, so they're quite beautiful as well. You can see over here we've planted the, oh look, there was a hummingbird just came into view and flew off. So we've got some beautiful yarrow, which is great for pollinators. Oh, here's a, look at that bee right there, just came in to come check us out. Beautiful, it's just loving this salvia right here, this hot lips. So we love the bees. This garden is for all the pollinators that we love. It really helps out our, not just looking nice, but it really helps out our vegetable and fruit garden that we have not too far away. Here's some beautiful Santa Barbara daisy, but as you can see, we've ripped out that turf. We actually went through a little bit of work pulling out all the old irrigation. Now everything is run on a drip. I'll get you a close-up of that. So all these plants are on a drip system. I hardly ever even use it. Actually, it's on right now. You can't even tell. Oh, there's a hummingbird down there drinking on that heuchera. So we got coral bells here. The heuchera are great for hummingbird food. They just come right down to the ground, and check them out. This is one of the great things with this garden. You can actually hear all the birds singing. If you get close enough, you can hear the buzzing of the bees. Here's some gaura right here, which is a very drought tolerant plant. The hummingbird, but the pollinators seem to love it, and it's really hard to kill. And so its garden's doing really good right now. We've been out here doing a little bit of work, just a little bit of light weeding and just checking on irrigation, making sure everything's running properly, and we've got no breaks in the line. Of course, we got the Cape of Balsam right there. So for us, it's really all about plant selection, choosing plants that are going to have a long bloom period, ones that don't mind the heat, that are really tolerant of the hot temperatures we get here in Sacramento. See some beautiful Mexican feathergrass right there to give us a little bit of texture and a little bit of movement, especially on a nice windy day like today. But check this out. So we've got a little mixture of these low-growing salvia right here with that red hot poker right there. So how good does that look? And so you can see, yeah, it looks great. So hummingbirds love that as well. And it's a plant that's drought tolerant, heat tolerant, abuse tolerant. And so they're just great. But here you can see a little bit of the exposed irrigation tubing. So there's the main tubing and a smaller tube bringing a dripper right to the plant. Now, some people might use micro sprays off of their drip system. So it really depends on what you're doing. For us in this garden, we really don't want to have too much surface spray, because then that leads to just more weeds. Look at, we just had a massive bloom of all the Spanish lavender. So I'm gonna let it finish up right here, and then we'll shear it back and get some more blossoms. But you can just see how epic it has been already this spring. It's been fantastic. And that's really what this garden's all about, is instead of having that plain Jane lawn, and now we've got some stuff that just is lures. It's like magnet for the wildlife. And so for us, it's great. And it uses a whole heck of a lot less water. We don't have to mow it. We're only out here a few times of the year to do a little bit of maintenance, to do some pruning back and a little bit of weeding, maybe adding some mulch and organic fertilizer as needed. But for us, it's just been a very successful landscape. And so I feel like, I hope you're getting motivated to take out your lawn potentially if you're not using it, or if you think you can upgrade it to something a little more water-wise, a little more river-friendly. This is a great option. You know, we've had a lot of success here with water-wise gardening and drip systems. For us, the big thing is just adding the mulch. Lots and lots of mulch, plant selection, a little bit of preparation, you know, a little bit of adding a lot of compost to your soil, so that way that your soil can actually hold that moisture. But really just choosing plants that are going to do well in your area once established is key. And so for us, the salvias, the lavender, the red buds, all these plants, the Santa Barbara daisies, everything else, you know, we got some lamb's ear out here, the red hot pokers. They all just love the kind of heat and the environment that we give them. So they do great, and like I said, they don't require a whole heck of a lot of extra watering. So it's great. So I hope you're getting juiced up. If you have any questions on how to convert your lawn into a landscape like this, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. I would love to help you as much as I can. So comment. Until next time, garden friends, happy gardening to you all, and please never stop growing.